Yep. Yep. Episode 2. This is now our Friday. That's right. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. And we in the cave. See what we got in the building. Scroll all the way up here. Oh man, y'all turning out. Y'all turning up. Y'all turning out. Let's get it. Tay D in the building. Derek Gaines, the legend. Rod Neal. Mr. Shelton. Pooh Man, what's good? G McCall. Eric H. Ratchet since 91. The Queen is in the building. Salute. My brother Thomas from the Bronx. What's good? Tim TV. Main Biker. Shade Girl. Young Deezy. Rod Neal, if I missed you. Mind of Mansa Musa. Nicholas Levy. Hen Dog. Tiago, what's good, man? Good to see you guys. No Smoke in the building. The Sensei Stormy B is in the building. Oh, it jumped on me. Aaron Butler, what's good? MXC, what's going on? What's going on, family? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all feel? How y'all feel? Good to see y'all. And welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is actually, the first show was on Christmas. I was still trying to figure out, because I'm like, you know what, 2024, busy people know how to get stuff done. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? Know what I mean? So the sensei said, you got to give something up. I said, well, I remember when I first started, doing boxing full time on my boxing channel. I remember I was taking Fridays off. I don't know how far back y'all go, but I wasn't doing content on Fridays. I was resting. I said, you know what? Then I started doing it on Fridays, and I added Pep Talk. And I said, you know what? Let me nerd out on Fridays, man. Give boxing a rest. You know what I mean? So here we are. And today, in our second installment of this show, In the Cave, episode 2. I said, what I'm gonna talk about, because there's a lot to talk about in this space right here. Between me and Stormy and Nerds on Culture, bro, there's so much to discuss here. And wow, we can revisit this topic actually. And I'm looking at this picture here. I'm a straight nerd because I know everybody on this picture. So we're going to be revisiting anime a few times up here, but let's just start here. I said, man, what was my introduction to what y'all call it anime now? When I started, we called it Japanimation back in the day. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at this picture. I'm like, wow, man, I watched all of this stuff. But I go back further than this stuff, man. So my brother Ak Reach is joining me this morning. Ak, what it do, man? How you feel? You on mute.
What's going on, bro? How you doing, man? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, this is. I'm glad that you're doing this, man. I'm glad. I'm glad that you picked Fridays too, because I started my channel up. Comic Cons and my channel similar. So catch me and Drew collab. Actually, tomorrow I'm gonna be covering something Drew is very familiar with. Transformers the movie. My older brother put me on with that, so it's good. I'm gonna have my other big bro. If he could stop by, tomorrow, that'd be dope too, to give his input on the movie. It's gonna be a breakdown.
What time you hitting that live stream? What time you hitting that live?
I was thinking like 2-ish. 2.
I'm gonna be at work, but I'll be in the chat.
Okay.
I'll be in the chat. Hell yeah.
Okay. But man,
that's gonna be dope. Yeah, that's gonna be dope, man. Transformers the movie. I'm gonna cover that down the road. Groundbreaking film, man. Groundbreaking film, man. That was 1986, if I'm not mistaken. I was, damn, how old was I? That came out in the summer. I was 12 when that came out.
I wasn't even here yet, but still love the movie anyway.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. A lot of moments in that film, and it still rings true, man. Still rings true. So, well, let me ask you then. Your introduction to anime, what was it? What was the cartoon that did it for you? That say, you know what? This is it right here.
Because of my bracket, Drew, you already know which one. 9 times out of 10, I'm about to say Dragon Ball Z, hands down. Even though that's really probably from Drew's era, it transcended, the era, because Dragon Ball Z, and then you got GT, and and so on and so forth. Spawned a lot of great series from there, as far as the Dragon Ball series. So definitely Dragon Ball Z. Love Dragon Ball Z to death, and they ridiculous characters, just always thought it's dope, like crazy dudes like Yashirobe and and we can keep going. Bippity and Majin Buu.
We could do it. We're gonna end up doing a whole show on Dragon Ball alone. We're gonna end up doing a whole show because that's a deep series. Dragon Ball Z. When you saw it, you probably just started seeing Dragon Ball Z, right? When you first saw
it. Yes. My era, yeah, definitely. I had to actually go back. Like, I have to do a lot of stuff that comes out around your time. I actually have to go back and watch, Right. Like I had to watch the whole Dragon Ball Z. I actually didn't know for a while, to be honest with you. It took me maybe middle school to find out that there was a whole Dragon, because we still watching GT and Dragon Ball Z, and then I'm like, yeah, they was like, nah, it go back further.
Yeah, did you know that GT, they actually try and like separate themselves from that?
Oh, okay. Nah, I didn't know that.
GT, Toriyama, the guy that started Dragon Ball, he had nothing to do with GT. Read up on that. That was ill. And GT was kind of bugged out when I was watching it. I was like, what's going on here? It dragged a little. But I found out that Toriyama had nothing to do with that. And Toriyama hung up his gloves. He had nothing to do with GT. But then he picked it back up when they did Dragon Ball, I think Super. That's when he hopped back in the saddle, and he had everything to do with the movies. So, but he had nothing to do with GT. That's why that story, they kind of like, you notice when they go to Dragon Ball Super, there's no mention of Goku level 4 and all that stuff. There's no mention of it.
Yeah, you know what? Now that you said that, that is true. I think now it is probably coming. Yeah, it is coming back to me. Like a lot of great shows and stuff that ends up happening. They, hang it up and then they give it to somebody else, and then certain things get lost in translation. So I definitely get what you're saying, bro.
When we do the Dragon Ball show, do you know I have the action figures actually from Japan, and I almost had all of them, but there's a 3-box set.
Yes.
Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan, all Super Saiyan mode with gold hair. And when I went to go buy it from this guy at the Palisades Mall, it was gone. And I asked him to hold it for me, and he wanted $50 for it. And when I was driving up there, he said, "Bro, you're gonna hate me." I said, "What? Who bought it?" He said, "This dude came through. He said I had to sell it." I said, "Yeah, but you told me 50." He said, "Dude paid $400 for it."
Yeah, he was a real. Then I already know, Drew. He probably was in your bracket. He probably knew that whole.
Yeah, because you know why? It was a collector's item. It was a collector's item. It was a collector's item, and you couldn't find it. It was a collector's item, and in that area, because you know what the Palisades Mall is. It's upstate.
Yeah, yes.
And I couldn't believe he had all that shit there, and nobody was buying it. So every weekend, me and my boy would go up there. When we do the Dragon Ball show, I got all of them, and I'm gonna show y'all.
Okay.
I got a Broly about this big. I got the regular size one, and I got the big one. And I bought all of that shit. And then when he said, "Yo, look what I got," and I just went shopping. I said, "Bro, how much?" He said, "I gave it to you for 50." I said, "Bro, please hold me down. I'll be back in 2 days." I went back up there, zoomed up there. He said, "Bro, you're gonna be mad at me." I said, "You sold it?" I said, "What happened? You told me 50." He said, "Yo, this dude came through, this white guy." He said, "Yo," he held up $400 bills. He said, "Yo," I haven't held for somebody. He said, "Dude, I'll give you 400 for it right now." He said, "Come on." I said, "All right, man." I couldn't even be mad at him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah. I feel him.
I was like, damn, man. I was so like, ugh. But you can't find it anywhere. And that's the only one I don't have. But I have all my models in storage.
Okay.
When we do the Dragon Ball show, I'm gonna show all of them. I got all of them, man, except that 3-pack, and I can't find that shit nowhere. I'm so mad. But yeah, man. My introduction to anime, I didn't even call it anime. It was a show that I used to watch in black and white called Speed Racer. I had no idea. But Speed Racer was different. You know why it caught my eye? We was watching it in the late 70s. You remember the knob channels on the UHF? And I forgot what channel me and my brother used to watch it on. We had a little TV with a coat hanger in it. And we was watching Speed Racer. And you know what the first thing I noticed? Niggas was getting killed in that. I said, wait a minute, that car just blew up and we didn't see the dude jump out. He's dead. I said, this is different. This was different.
American cartoons, you right about that. Usually, man. They get beat up real bad, but they never die.
Yo, and that was the first time you saw the heroes lose. And I was like, oh shit. And his father was like a retired professional wrestler. I was like, oh snap. And that intro was like ridiculous. Here comes Speed Racer. He's a demon on wheels. And the Mach 5 was the illest car I've ever seen. And I wanted to let me tell you how far back I saw that. I was fucking with the Mach 5 about 2 years before we even saw Knight Rider. We didn't even know what Knight Rider was. It was the Mach 5. Everybody wanted a Mach 5 around my way. The Mach 5 was it. Had little hydraulics on the bottom of the car. Yo, it was crazy. Racer X turned out to be his brother. I think it was his older brother. I remember they tried to front on his father. And that was an episode you found out he was a retired wrestler. And he started kicking everyone's ass. Speed Racer was the shit. Speed Racer was the shit, man. Oh my God, man. But Speed Racer is what did it for me. And sometime later, I discovered I ain't discovered it, but they threw on it was on Pix 11 back in the day. Again, Ak, you wasn't born. Yeah, go subscribe to Comic Cons. That's Ak's channel right there in the chat, y'all. Y'all make sure you go subscribe to Comic Cons. There it is right there. Yeah, Queen. Yeah, Queen. Yeah, Queen. Let me stop there for a second. What Queen says in I think in Osaka. Don't quote me, but it's on YouTube. They have something called the Bandai Museum. I have to go. In the Bandai Museum.
What's that?
They got
Drew.
Bro, in Japan. I think it's in Osaka, but bro, we gotta go.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going with you.
Bro,
it sounds like
it's a museum They got life-size Gundams in there, like the size of buildings. And they got all the Power Rangers, the uniforms, the toys, the specials from the episodes. They got the toys, they got the cartoons playing. Everything is in there. I saw them walk through what was the Gundams, the enemies, the big old green ones. I forgot what they were called. But they have a life-size head of it, and you walk through it. Man, I was like, yo. My wife was like, what's that? I was like, chill. I had like pushed away and said, chill. Wait a minute. I'm looking at this. I was like, yo, I gotta go here. I got to go here. It was crazy. I had a tear in my eye. I said, I gotta go. Man, yo, Japan got a life-size Gundam in one of their parks. Imagine walking down Central Park and you see a life-size Gundam. That's it's crazy. On YouTube. It lights up and everything. I said, man, they got that. And then they have see, my brother he's 5 years older than me. My brother, his first experience with anime was Gigantor. They got a life-size Gigantor in Osaka somewhere.
That's crazy.
Because those things were impactful to their culture. So I said, oh shit, man, that's like the greatest thing ever. You know, so bro, listen. So one day I come home early. I came home sick. And my brother drags me in the living room. He says, yo, man, look at this. And it was a show called, well, over here, it was called G-Force. And I said, yeah, the art kind of looks like Speed Racer. So now we watching G-Force, aka Gatchaman. That's what it's called in Japan. Are you familiar with Gatchaman?
No, I'm not, Drew. That must be before me? That's before me?
Bro. My nigga. Let me see if I can grab a picture of Gatchaman. Bro, listen. Bro, listen. Listen. This was, and again, they called it Battle of the Planets. And they redid, okay, I got an image here. One of my favorite artists. I'm gonna do a whole show on comic book artists too.
I got it. Well, you know, that's my specialty. That's really man. That's Drew. No, like when it comes to that Marvel, DC. Don't get me wrong, I'm cool with anime, but when you start talking that language, now you speaking my language, and I could go back. I'm reading comics right now. That's from the 30s. That's from my nana's time. The first
we gonna cook.
The first Flash. All of that. I gotta show you, Drew. I gotta text you.
We gonna cook on that. We definitely gonna cook on that. Gatchaman, we called it, it was Battle of the Planets. Came home and I saw these brothers on the TV.
Okay, I never seen it, but it looked interesting. I will look it up.
Yo, and once again, we were shocked that dudes was getting killed on this thing. We was like, wait a minute. Nobody jumped out that plane. They are dead. Man, this was the craziest thing. I was like, yo, what's happening here? What's going on, man? I was like, yo, man. And again, it's too much to get into because I want to cover as many animations. I could do a whole show on Gatchaman, and eventually I'm gonna. But goddamn. And you know how you know these cats is hitting? I'm gonna tell you how. These cats is hitting because they got a crossover video game called Capcom versus Tetsunoko. Do you ever heard of it?
Nah, I only knew about, Marvel versus Capcom.
Bro.
Wow. Damn, I didn't even know that.
When they threw these niggas on Capcom versus Tetsunoko, I lost it. Tetsunoko is Marvel versus Capcom versus Tetsunoku. Tetsunoku is the greatest anime characters on a video game. Of the last 50 years.
So I'm assuming Baki and Yojiro Hama's.
Nah, watch this. Baki, they too new.
Oh, okay.
These dudes,
my young ass had to spoil it. Sorry.
Nah. Because those guys gonna turn up in the game somewhere. But I don't think it was ever released over here.
Oh, it's one of those. Okay.
You gotta find it. I lost my mind when I saw that. I said, "Oh my God!" But this, bro, it don't get no. You know what? I might take the hit for this, but I don't care. Let me see if I could get. I'm gonna grab the intro. To Marvel vs. Tekken. Sidebar. On my Bear Cave YouTube page, why they always throwing women with their ass out? They must know I'm a perv. Man.
Yo, Drew, can I ask you this drawing? Yeah. See, all right, this is how I know me and Drew is nerds. Drew's gonna understand, and y'all comic book people are gonna understand too. I know whose drawing that is. That gotta be Alex Ross.
Yeah.
There's only one man that draws.
That's Alex Ross. That's Alex Ross.
I follow him. I ain't gonna lie. I think he follows me back on Twitter.
Alex Ross.
Because I tell
Alex Ross is a true fan. Alex Ross. Only me, you, and Stormy know who Alex Ross is. Bro. He was at the comic convention. Bro, I was knocking people over to get to him. That same day.
I told him I want him to draw my family portrait.
Bro.
He said, I would love to, man. I met him at a Comic-Con too. The last one Stan Lee was at in New York before he passed.
Bro, listen. That same comic convention. Quick story. There was a line out the door, and I'm like, "Who's in there?" They said Todd McFarlane, and I had my Spawn.
Oh, I know you. Yeah, I know you had to. I could tell you had to be.
I had 2 items with me.
Spider-Man and Spawn.
I had Spawn #1, the first issue, and I had a Jason Wynn toy. So I'm like, fuck. And then they said, "No, you need a ticket to get in there." And I said, "Fuck, where do I get the ticket?" They said it's sold out. So I'm standing out there like a kid looking at the toy in the window that you can't get. And I'm like, "But he's right there." Man. So this girl, this white chick, walks up. And she walks up to me, she looks at me, she says, "Do you want to go in there or something?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she says, "You want my ticket?" And I like looked at her, I like snatched it and was like, no backsies. It's mine now. I said, "You serious?" She says, "Yeah, I don't even want to be here." She says, "I don't even want to be here. I'm just here with my boyfriend, and that's him online. And he's a regular dude."
She didn't even know what she got.
Yeah, man. Bro. And he's like a regular dude, but he's like me. He's like looking inside like, "Oh my God, it's Todd." I said, "Oh, cool." I said, "You sure? Thank you." So I get on the line, right? Now here's the thing. I went to this other guy. I said, "Bro, are you getting," because the rule was you can only get one thing signed. I said, "Excuse me, I noticed are you getting anything signed?" He said, "Nah, I'm just gonna go in there and, shake his hand, take a picture." I said, "Bro, could you do me a favor?" And I said, "Listen, could you get this Jason Wynn signed for me?" And my boy was there. And he was like, "Sure." So I gave it to him. The dude that was standing in line behind him said, "Yo, where'd you get that?" And I said, yo, there was a store in Yonkers called Dragon's Den. It was a comic store. It's not there no more. And they used to have a bin of things that they're about to just like throw out or something. It was like, yo, last deals. It was like a whatever. And I used to go in the bin and see what was in there. And I reached my hand in there and I pulled out a Jason Wynn. And I said, this is not supposed to be even sold in a fucking store. There was two things that was only available on, you had to like mail it, you had to get it mailed to you. It was Jason Wynn, and it was I think it was Jason Wynn and Al Simmons' wife, Spawn's wife, his wife, the black chick, Wanda. You couldn't buy them in stores. You had to order it. So I'm like, oh shit, and I bought it for $5. So now I handed it to dude, and the niggas online was like, yo, where'd you get that? I was like, yeah, I found it in the store. So dude goes in, shakes his hand with Todd. I got online. My man was standing there. He's my size. He's like, yo, that nigga ain't running nowhere if he tried to like dip. So dude came out. He got it signed, gave it to my boy. Now I'm online, right? I go in, and I meet Todd. And it was like, oh. I was like, Todd, you got me through high school, man. You have no idea.
And yeah, he was old enough to see like him transitioning from Spider-Man to getting his own thing with Spawn. Because he did a great job with the artwork with Spider-Man. That some people consider him the drawer.
Yep.
And that's crazy to say, as many people that was before him drawing Spider-Man.
Yeah, bro, listen. He laid it down, man. So hold on. Yo, man, salute to my brother Eric Jordan in that Cash App. Always support, much love, man. He said the game you mentioned came out on the Nintendo Wii. Yes! Capcom versus Tenchinoko came out on the Nintendo Wii. It did. Yes, thank you. Yes.
We need nerds. That's why you need nerds.
That's why we need to know. Yo, salute to y'all. Yo, I'm gonna pull up some video from it. Give me a minute. Bro, yes. So I meet Todd. He signs my Spawn #1. I go outside, and this little white dude is standing there with a shaved head, and I'm looking at him. I'm looking. I said, I know this dude. And when he looks up, it was the drummer from System of a Down. So me and my boy took a picture with him, and he had a press pass. So I said, man, you guys do work, man. He's like, yeah. And he's looking at me because I know he wanted to say, well, you know, you're black. I didn't know you listen to our music. I said, fuck yeah, I do. You know what I'm saying? So he walked us into the room where Jim Lee was with his press pass. So when we got in there, I said, yes, oh shit, Jim Lee's here? I looked at the table. I said, he's gone. It's like, yo, yeah, we just closed it up. I said, damn. I said, fuck. So when we walked out, everybody's gone. I told my boy, I said, yo, Chuck, I gotta take a piss, man. I'll be right back. I'm walking to the bathroom. Who's coming out the bathroom? Jim Lee. Jim Lee, this big. I said, oh my God. I said, Jim, what's going on? He looked up. He's like, hey, man. I said, I can get a picture with you? He said, sure. So I took a picture with him. I'm going to send you those pics. And he made like a little face or whatever. Yo, Todd McFarlane, Jim Lee, Rob Liefeld, Eric Larson, Art Adams. Bro, we're going to do a whole show on the comic book artists, man. Bro, that was my best experience, but it gets better. You know how you go down to the floor, because this is at the Jacob Javits. You know how you go down to the floor, right? You go down to the floor where all the artists are. Mm-hmm. So we're walking around, we're looking, and way across, I saw Ross. And right before I was ready to, I turned into full Lawrence Taylor mode. I was about to knock people over to get to them. Somebody taps me on the shoulder. I turn around, it's Todd. I said, oh shit, Todd. He's like, yeah, man, you guys having a good time? I was like, hell yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm going to my booth over there. So I'm walking him to the booth, and my boy Charles Chuck, same dude, he had his back turned, and he's looking at this big old Sentinel hand. I said, yo, Charles. And Charles turned around and he almost fucking fainted. Yo, we fucks with Todd McFarlane for real. And he took a picture with my boy. I mean, that was a great experience, man. It was a great experience. But let me get back to what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, Young DZ. Oh, man, I remember Wildcats, man. Oh, hell yeah, I remember Wildcats. And Spawn's going to get his own show. Trust me. Like I said, in the Bear Cave, we got tons to talk about. Tons. But this is Geitcha Man. Now, I might take a hit for that, but it's whatever. It's whatever. If they want me to, delete this portion, it's cool. This is what I saw after school. Well, when I got, I was sick and I can't. My brother used to be home an hour before me. I got sick and they sent me home. And I saw this. Fair use.
Battle of the Planets. G-Force, Princess, Tiny, Geoff, Mark, Jason, and watching over them from Center Neptune, their computerized coordinator, 7 Zark 7.
7 Zark 7.
Watching, warning against surprise attacks by alien galaxies beyond space.
Fair use. This move right here. They used to fuck niggas up with that move right there.
G-Force, fearless young orphan, protecting Earth's entire galaxy. Always 5, acting as
Fiery
one,
Phoenix.
dedicated, inseparable, invincible.
Oh, bro. And I sat there and I used to be mad because I missed the majority of the episodes because I was at school. I used to run home and ask my brother, what happened? And then, ta-da, guess what invention came out where I could watch the episodes? The VCR. This is how old I am, man. The VCR came out and we started recording them. My brother still got the tapes in his house with the old commercials and everything. Yeah, man. That right there, bro. And again, when they were scrapping in there, they were cutting heads off. I said, what the fuck? What's going on in this cartoon? And I said, why? I said, Speed Racer, G-Force. I was like, this is different from what we're watching out here. This is different. And that's when I knew these cats in Asia, they keep it a little more honest. Now, I'm going to mention this, but this is for a whole other show, right? So one day, right, where's that? So one day, I come home, right? Came home a little early. And I said, good, we get to watch some G-Force now. Yeah, let's go. Made myself a sandwich. I sat down. And G-Force wasn't coming on. It was something else. It was like coming up next. And I'm like, I got my sandwich and I got my soda coming up next. I said, what the fuck is this? You know what it was, Ak?
Activate interlock. Dynatherms connected. Infracell up. Mega thrusters are go. Go! Voltron Force!
It was Voltron.
You know what's crazy, Drew? Even though I know what Voltron is, I never I never watched it though. I never watched I never watched it, even though we even references on Red's channel a lot too. They Red and KG old enough to have watched it, but I never got to watch it. But it seemed like an interesting show. It seemed like an interesting show.
Well, Voltron?
Yeah, Voltron.
Yeah, bro. Listen, and I'm gonna tell you why Voltron hit so hard. Voltron came along at the right time because I'm tell you something, 85, 84, 85, 86 was very crucial because they were introducing robots to the American audience, and it didn't get any better than Voltron. There was a transition. That's why they took off Battle of the Planets and inserted Voltron, because what happened? Transformers came out that same year. But Voltron was already out. I'm gonna do a whole show on Voltron.
Which to me was the best. Which to me was one of the best of your time. Transformers.
Bro, that story.
Transformers to me.
and I'm gonna tell you something. Prior to that, Gigantor, Speed Racer, Gigantor, Speed Racer, Battle of the Planets, and in between that, it was oh man, me and Stormy covered this on Nerds on Culture. What I'm having a brain fart right now. Oh shit. With Raiden and Mazinga. I had the fucking toys. Oh man, if Stormy's in the chat, I'm having a brain fart right now. Oh man, I forgot the. Oh my god, but y'all know what I'm talking about. They had the Godzilla, the large plastic Godzilla, Mazinga, Raiden. They had a cartoon. I forgot. Why the fuck? Steve L, what up? Oh man, Anthony, what's good? It'll come to me in a second. But all of those cartoons was different. Voltron gets his own show. But goddamn, that shit was crazy. Let me find. Yeah, Mazinga Z. Mazinga Z. When they translated it, they called it Transor Z over here. Let me see. Capcom versus Tenshinoku.
Tay said, "What's first, Drew? GoBots or Transformers? Wasn't GoBots first? Didn't you tell me that? I thought you told me that.
GoBots. What's fucked up is GoBots was first,
but it didn't hit like Transformers.
It didn't hit like Transformers. Oh man, and you know, you gotta feel bad because Lord have mercy. Because listen. Look, man, I got love for GoBots, but Transformers just no. There's no comparison, bro. It was just bad, man. It was just all bad, and oh Jesus Christ, it was horrible, bro. It was horrible. Okay, I got some footage from Ken the Eagle. Marvel versus Tenshinoku. Now this is the ending. No, I'm not gonna show that. Let me see if I can find that. All right, this is too. Damn. See, I don't want to get hit with a lot of stuff here. All right, boom. Check it out.
Because you brought it up, I kind of did want to see it because you was telling me about the game, so I kind of want to even see what. But if not, I always look it up on my own. I'll text you, ask you what.
Nah, I'll play this.
I don't want you to get.
Nah, okay. I'll play this. You know what I'm saying? It's just a game. It's fair use. Fuck it. Here we go. This is the actual game. And you're right. Thank you. It did come out for the Nintendo Wii. And the eagle, the old name after bird, y'all. Dude the swamp. Girl. That's Zero for Mega Man and Frank West. You know who Frank West is, right?
Ninja Type Gatchaman! Target 確認処理する了解
How he beating up Zero like that?
Good Lord. God damn it.
And Mega Man was a good. Mega Man was a good show.
Yeah, Frank West is a beast in this game.
Oh my god!
Looking for a shopping cart at him.
Oh my god!
They want my man with a shopping cart. He gotta be from New York, dude. Hit him with a shopping cart.
There you go.
In the subway platform.
You take care.
Oh shit. Hey bro, I want to play this right now.
I ain't gonna lie, they probably got it for like newer, or it was one of these exclusive in Japan.
Don't worry.
All right. I'm getting hyped. All right, cool. Yeah, Tay D, we're gonna do a whole video game show. Double Dragon was my shit, bro. Hey man, listen, yo, that game right there, they do the move that they did in the cartoon when they all form together and they burn your shit up. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. But they threw Tenchinoku, whatever the fuck they call it. It's all the animation characters over the last 50 years on that game. Well, the popular ones versus Capcom. And it did come out for the Wii. And I was pissed off. I couldn't find it for like the PlayStation or the Xbox. You know what I mean? But goodness, man, that game used to give me like, and of course, Ryu's in that game. Of course, he's in the game. Anything with Capcom in it, Ryu's in it. You know what I'm saying?
He better be. That's the goal.
Huh? What'd you say?
I said he better be. They better put him in there. When I think of Capcom, Ryu is like the first person, to be honest with you, that I think about. And Street Fighter it was an anime, but the movies were, I could say.
That was the first video game that I could think of. Well, it wasn't really, but Street Fighter became like a movement. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, that was damn good. And then when Mortal Kombat came out, it held its own in a different way, but it didn't take away from Street Fighter. When you went to an arcade back in the day, the Street Fighter 2, because Street Fighter 1 was pretty good. But when Street Fighter 2 came out, that was ridiculous. And then when Mortal Kombat came out, those two machines must have generated thousands of dollars for wherever it was. Wherever you saw that machine, it must have generated thousands of dollars for wherever that was, man. You can find it. I remember when Mortal Kombat 2 came out, it was on a bodega on 167th Street on Sheridan. And these little niggas went in there and tried to steal the machine. I'm not kidding. I said, what the fuck's going on there?
And now you can buy mini ones, Drew.
You can buy mini
ones.
Buy
mini ones.
These little niggas put the machine on a dolly and was trying to roll it out the door. And little Poppy came out there with a fucking gun, the pistol this big. And they dropped that shit, and he was gonna. I ran. I said, man, he don't look like he look like if he pulled that trigger, he can't handle what's coming out of it. I like stopped and backed up, and I was across the street. I said, man, fuck around, a bullet will hit me. Scared the shit out of me, man. I was like, damn, what's going on over there? I was like, damn. But anyway, True Boxing Night says, Drew, wasn't Street Fighter one of the ones who played only 2 characters played Ryu King? Yeah, the original Street Fighter, when you did versus mode, I believe it was only Ken and Ryu. The first one. And then when Street Fighter 2 came out, it was new graphics, and they just changed it all up and made the other characters playable. Yeah, man. But Drew, that was my introduction.
How do you feel about the movies? I'm sorry.
The Street Fighter movies?
Yeah. Like the
shit was horrible.
Movie.
They were horrible. The live action.
No, not the live action, but like
the animation,
the anime.
Oh man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They were great. They were great. Looking back, there were some things they could have did better, but they had a few movies. They did the Oba series, Alpha. When they introduced Akuma, they were well done.
Who is my favorite character on the series? I love Akuma, man.
Oh man.
Akuma, like the storyline with him and Gotetsu, they mastered and Goken, his older brother. You know what I mean? I always thought that was. See, there was a YouTube series about that, Drew. I don't know if people know about that, called Assassin Fist. I gotta text it to you.
Yeah, please.
Text it, and it just touches on them. If they were to do a live action, they should start from there. And it goes back and forth. It goes to the present time when Goken is teaching Ken and Ryu, and it also goes back in the day with him and Akuma. His real name is Goki Akuma. Right. And it goes back and forth with him. I'll definitely text that to you. It's on YouTube. I'll text it to you.
Yeah, I definitely need to see that. Joe Townsend in the building. Salute. Yeah, man. Man. So after we got into Voltron, and again, Voltron was different, and I found out years later they toned it down from what we were seeing. That character Sven, when we saw it, he fought the witch 1D, and the witch went upside his head with her cane and knocked him out and put him in a coma. That's what they told us here. In the anime, he died. When she went upside his head, she killed him. And he was the pilot for the Blue Lion. And when he died, that's when the princess took over. I was like, damn. God damn. Let me see if I can pull up the intro to Voltron. The original one. I didn't watch the when they re-released it. I was already grown. I was already grown when that came out. But the original one.
I know you're gonna do a He-Man.
Can I tell you something about He-Man?
Skeletor was one of the best villains of your time.
Can I tell you something about He-Man? You know I got the box set, right? Check this out. I got the box set, right? I got the box set. And I saw it at Best Buy years ago. And I told my wife, I said, this is my childhood right here. I'm gonna go home and watch a few episodes. So I came home and I put it in the Blu-ray player, sat back, and here I go with a sandwich. And I watched the intro. I said, this is the gayest thing I've ever seen. How the hell? I said, wait a minute. The colors are bright. And this pale dude wearing hot pink holds his sword in the air and turns into this tan Adonis and points his sword at his pussycat and turns into a raging tiger. And he rides the tiger, the green tiger, and screams, I have the power. I I took it out, I put it in the case, and I haven't watched it since. He-Man is the gayest thing I've ever seen. I couldn't watch it anymore. I said, wait a minute. Ouch. And now I remember I was watching it in the living room when I was a kid, and I turned around and looked at my pops, and this was him. And I said, yo, come on, Dad. You know, so he was like, okay. He got up and walked out the living room. I hear him talking to my mother in the kitchen. Hey, you see these kids watching, and my mom stick her head out the kitchen. She was like, oh, shit. I didn't get it. Yo, listen, man. It's you know what? I'll play the intro after this. Yo, Pete. All right, Pete. This is the original Voltron. Fair use. Or
Drew, that dude's voice sounds familiar. Is that the same dude that narrated Transformers? That gotta be the same dude.
Same guy.
Because I like his voice. His voice, he got that voice.
In Japan, it was called Go Lion. And that wasn't the only Voltron. Because one day I'm watching all of those episodes, and it was the same intro, same voice, but the Voltron looked different. I said, what the fuck? See, that Voltron was also powered by magic. But the Alliance, they created another Voltron, what they called the 15 vehicle Voltron. And that was and that little nigga with the green, his name was Pidge. His brother was on the other Voltron force. His name was Chip. Because I'm watching the episode one day. I said, they even got a little nigga like Pidge over there. And then you find out that's his brother. And there was 15 vehicles. They would make different vehicles, big giant vehicles, and then they would all form into one Voltron. And there's a movie where both of those Voltrons crossed over to fight like a giant monster. Now, in Bear Cave episode 1, I talked about the worst of the worst. Prince Lotor was the biggest asshole on Voltron. He showed up later. That's King Zarkon's son. Asshole. You got to watch it to understand. He's a dick. And in the movie, he flipped on his father and made his father a road beast. It was crazy. But the guy that was in the black and white, that was Fed. He got killed, but we didn't know he got killed. We thought he was in a coma, right? They said, you got to read the history on it. We could do a whole show on Voltron alone. And do you know that there was also a third Voltron? And it was never released out here. It was a Voltron that was 3 robots, and when they combined, they had 6 arms. Good shit. And the toy was on sale here. And once again, my brother went to go buy it. There was a store over here called Playland. He went in there to go buy it. Some motherfucker bought it. There was one left. One. Pissed me off, man. As a matter of fact, let's see if I can find. Okay. Here it is. I got y'all right now. If the effort will play. Okay, here we go, y'all. Fair use. Come on, Drew, now.
You see what Queen 71 said? She said, my first introduction to anime was the cartoons that used to come on TV when I was a kid in Venezuela. Those cartoons all look like anime characters, but speaking in Spanish.
Yeah. No, real
I could imagine.
Talk. There was there was 2 channels out here, Galavision and Telemundo. And one of those channels played an anime called Captain Centella. That's what he was called over there. And I didn't understand the word they were saying, but he be on there kicking ass and killing people. And it came on Saturday at like around 12. And I never, it's probably on YouTube somewhere. I never found it. Though. It's probably there. Let me see something. 6.
So, Drew, what did you like better? Did you like Voltron or Transformers?
Bro, I was torn. But you know, I was torn, man.
Respectfully.
Oh, Nicholas.
Torn.
Nicholas, yes. Yo, the debates in school was so dope. What if Optimus Prime and the Autobots fought Voltron? I mean, we was having debates like that. And I remember, I'm gonna tell you what happened with the 15 vehicle Voltron. I'm gonna tell you what happened with that. This kid named David, right? He's a white kid. He was like, yo, I got Voltron. I said, yeah, me too. You kidding? Yeah. And I said, yeah, man, you know, because the black line is kind of fat, but you know, and the red and green line are kind of small because those are the arms, and the blue and the yellow are the feet. And he said, what you talking about? I said, Voltron. He says, that's not the Voltron I got. I said, what you got? And he started talking about vehicles. I said, no, man, that's not Voltron. Fine. Bring yours to school, I'll bring mine to school. So I put my Voltron in the bag against my brother's better judgment. Snuck it to school, and he did the same thing. So lunchtime, we at the table, open up the bag, and I said, that's not Voltron. He said, I'm telling you it's Voltron. And they have those symbols on it, the Alliance symbols. And I said, wait a minute. The symbols are there, and the symbols are on the lions. So I'm like, wait a minute though, that can't be Voltron. And literally later that month, they played the new Voltron. We're watching it, and it's the same narrator, but it's the vehicle Voltron. I said, oh shit, Dave is right. And we came to school the next day, we was like, yo, you was right, that is a Voltron. Man, they just got our money back then. And I had the original Voltron. We went to Chinatown, and my mom paid $100 for that goddamn thing. And the box
was a Soho with it.
The box had Japanese writing on it. And then when America got hold of the rights, Matchbox backed it. Matchbox was backing it, but mine was fucking real. Niggas like, yo, nah, yours is fake. I said, no, look at my box had Japanese writing on it. Mine was official, stupid. You got some rehash shit. Shut up. Nicholas, yes.
That's what happened to me in my era. That's what happened to me in my era with Pokemon. See, I'm a little younger than you. Because I got the Japanese cards, and the holographics was still dope. I went downtown. I went to Chinatown, too. It's funny, Drew. That's crazy how we went through the same thing, but you in your era, and I went through it in mine. Because the Pokemon cards was a big deal when I was a kid. Remember. Like, I knew dudes that scrapped in front of my pastor over that. No, over the Charizard card, because we bet. and if you lost, you had to trade it. All them dudes don't care. You had to trade it. They didn't care. We was no older than 8, maybe 7, 8 years old. Maybe younger. I could be wrong. And yo, they fought in front of my pastor. My pastor had to take them in the back, all of that, and like talk to the kids. I was like, yo, they really fought over that Charizard card. That holographic Charizard card. It wasn't a game, man. It was not a game.
Oh yeah, Travis. We're not monetized over here yet. So I need y'all to like and share the video. What we got? How many subs we got? We got 280 subs. We doing good. So we trying to get to a stack in the next couple of months. So we know the mission. We nerding out over here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, if y'all feel the need to donate, y'all know how to donate. It's scrolling at the bottom. Y'all let me know. You know what I'm saying? Nicholas Levy, our brother, says, Drew, check out Hygiene No Epo. I'm telling you, bro, I know all about it. You know about this?
Is that the boxing?
That's the boxing joint.
Yeah. I got actually put onto that from one of my ex-girlfriends because she knew I boxed and she was into anime.
Bro.
You know what I mean? And stuff like that. She actually put me on. Now, let me ask you, though, before we get off of Voltron, now we're going to go back. We're going to time travel a little bit. We're going to go from your day to my day. Was Voltron based off of well, not based off of, obviously that was based off of what your era, because yours came first. But was that based off of the Megazord and Power Rangers?
No, Power Rangers.
It wasn't okay because it looked similar to the Megazord. It looked
There's
similar to the Megazord. Okay.
There's a whole history behind Travis, it's right there at the bottom. $ Drew Titan LLC. Thank you, I appreciate you. There's a whole history. We could do a whole show about Power Rangers. There's a history because there was things that led up to Power Rangers, and Power Rangers spun off of other things that was pre-existing. And it's crazy. It's crazy. But Power Rangers, Power Rangers is dope as fuck. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yes. Even the comic books is Drew. Even the comic books is fun. I didn't even know that. My man had to put me on. He was like, "You read the comic books?"
The comic book is violent as hell.
Yeah, they was like, it's violent, but the storylines is really good. Sometimes it be messed up like that. You have better writers for like comic books than the actual shows sometimes. Not that the shows was bad.
There you go. Super Sentai. Yep. See, he knows his stuff. Yes. Super Sentai. Yeah, man. Yeah, Dennis, you're right. Dennis said Power Rangers been around since like 75. They're not new. They're not new. It's like, you know what? When American NBA D Nice salute. When America got lazy, they reached into the Japanese bag and see what they could market over here. And they always do that shit. I appreciate some of it, but it's like, man, it goes to show you, America's not really creative when it comes to certain things. You dig what I'm saying? They're really not. Man. It's crazy. You know what I mean? But that man, bro. So I'm trying to take y'all on a magical journey, like my introduction to anime. By the time, because Voltron, I was in elementary school, pretty much. By the time I got to junior high school, what was on TV? Well, there was a lot of things. Robotech came out. Robotech was the next big thing. Now I'm gonna tell you how America thinks they're slick. Robotech came out. We're watching that on TV, right? And then I'm watching Transformers one day, and they had a little story about a transformer that crashed in the Arctic somewhere, and it was an airplane, and he was in the ice for something crazy, something. Yeah, Beetleborgs and VR Troopers, hell yeah.
Oh wait, was that wasn't the paramedic one, right?
Nah.
Okay.
His name was Jetfire. The toy was called Jetfire.
Okay.
On a cartoon, they called him Skyfire.
Skyfire.
Now you know what's crazy about that shit? I'm gonna tell you. I'm watching it. I'm like, I told my brother, I said, he looked like a Robotech, right? He was like, yeah. And then when the toy came out, I said, God damn it, this is a Robotech. It's a Robotech. It's a Robotech. And the episode was dope because the Decepticons tried to get him and said, no, you can fly. You're one of us. You can fly. And they put the Decepticon symbol on him, but then he flipped. It was crazy. Come to find out, there was some marketing rights between them, and something happened. But he was totally a Robotech toy. Totally. When Robotech came out, once again, niggas is getting killed in that goddamn show. And I loved it. Wait, sidebar. What was the name of because VR Troopers, Power Rangers, and what was the other one? Beetleborgs. There was one more dude. He was a standalone dude that had a show. It came on Fox. What was that, Act?
It was wait, and it was like them. It was
Yeah.
like them.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm trying to. I'll probably. Dang, man.
Yo, chat, help me out with that. What was the name of that show? He was from another planet.
He was by himself.
Yeah. He was on Earth. No. He was on a planet. He was on his own planet.
Somebody said Masked Rider.
That's him. That's him.
You got to pull him up. I don't remember that one. Why?
Bro, okay, I'm going to pull it up.
I remember Beetleborgs. I was a baby probably watching Beetleborgs.
Watch this. Now watch this, because I'm going to show you something. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. I'm going to show you something crazy about this. Because when I saw this, I was like, hold on a minute. I was like, wait a minute. Hold on. This is it.
On a distant and embattled planet called Edenoi, a young prince named Dex is given great powers by his grandfather, the king, and is sent to the planet Earth to protect it from the advancing evil of Count Dragon and his vicious.
Why his grandfather look like Shazam?
Once on Earth,
why he look like Shazam?
and learns to live as a human.
Why he
With
look
his
like the
companion
wizard?
Purvis by his side, Dex
Y'all
is
knew a girl that
vigilant,
looked like that little
ready
nigga with
at
the
a
duck
moment's
mouth.
notice to call on his powers to become Masked Rider.
Was this the 90s, Drew?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, it looked 90s.
I knew a chick that looked like that little nigga. I was like, yo, shut up.
I ain't gonna front, his car was fire.
Hell
His
yeah.
car was fire.
Now, Pete, when he hugs his father and goes to Earth, guess what happened? There was a crossover episode. The last episode of Masked Rider, the Power Rangers had to come in and help him. And there was this big old battle.
I like when they do stuff like that.
Yeah.
I like when they did, just like when they bought the Ninja Turtles with Power Rangers in the episode when I was a kid. Oh my God, me and my sister, brothers and sisters, we went crazy.
Yo,
we went crazy.
I gotta
We
do
thought
an
that was
episode
so
on,
dope.
I gotta do an episode on illest crossovers. This one was
They
ill
said no
because-
78 show, Drew.
Oh, okay. They did the illest crossover, right? And they won, of course. So the Power Rangers leave. But that episode, his father said there's still something needs to be done and you got to leave. And he hugs his father, which is actually in the intro of The Masked Rider. So you find out the whole fucking series pretty much was before, how can I say? It was when he leaves. He already done met the Power Rangers and then his new adventure began from that episode, if you get what I'm saying. So it was like a Alpha series, something like that. I said, oh shit, that's how his shit starts. The Power Rangers have to come help him and blah, 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 blah. And then he goes to Earth. I was like, oh man, that was dope. Yeah, Dennis says that was Lost Galaxy. Yep. I didn't see all of the Masked Rider episodes, but that shit was crazy. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Okay. Salute to Travis in that Cash App. Much love and appreciation, man. Salute to you, good brother. Salute to you. Appreciate you guys, man. See, we gonna have fun here this morning, man. We can say fuck boxing for one day. Just one day out the week.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm having a good time over here. Even with a lot of the gyms that you dropping on me with a lot of this stuff, because it's like I never realized that. And the Masked Rider dude, like, he seems familiar, but I don't ever remember watching that. I remember Beetleborgs though. I feel Shade Girl. I definitely remember watching Beetleborgs. I was real little, but I don't remember the Masked Rider. Maybe I did watch it. And my older sister Shelly or Gloria, them
I
be
think
like,
he was only on for a
probably had
season.
you watching it in front of the TV.
He's only on for one season.
Yeah,
I
the
think.
season. Oh, okay, that's why.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why.
Now this one right here. Saber Rider and the Star Sheriffs. This one right here used to come on like 6 in the morning before the sun came up. And sometimes I catch it, most times I didn't, because I couldn't get out of bed. But when I did, man, this was
Japan. Do you know about Naruto?
Oh, of course.
I never actually got into Naruto. I know about it. I know what it is. But I never actually got into it. But from what they tell me, though, even dudes that's a little bit younger than me, because they love Naruto, and the big debate, even in my job, we was all in at lunch, and we was like, which one could you live without? Dragon Ball or Naruto? I picked I ain't gonna lie, I picked Dragon Ball.
I'm more of a Dragon Ball person.
It got too much, it got too much history. It translates from my older brothers and sisters, my older siblings, all the way down to the younger ones. Me and my sister Shelly, Shaija, Bryant. So so it translates down to all of us. So I say Dragon Ball had more of an impact in my household.
No doubt. No, and Naruto ran. It ran kind of long. I missed a lot of shit in between. And he like grew up. You know, he's not a kid no more. So Mac of the South, my brother Travis, I got you in the Cash App, man. Salute to you, good brother. I appreciate you. Make sure y'all like and share the video, brother. We having fun up in here. This is Saber Rider and the Star Sheriffs.
Okay.
This came out in the 80s. Pull this up here. Fair use.
Can you feel the thunder inside? Saber Rider. Make the lightning crack as you ride. Saber Rider.
Bro, ain't getting no better than that. Ain't getting no better than that, man. Ain't getting no better than that, man. That.
How'd you feel about Sailor Moon?
Interesting thing. My sister was watching it because she a girl, of course.
Yeah.
But that shit got violent too towards the end of the seasons that they were showing.
Okay, now I only watched maybe 2 or 3 episodes only because, like I said, I got older siblings. Like my older siblings is in your bracket. You know what I mean? I got 9 brothers and sisters, y'all. So there's like literally a group that's like Drew's age, and then like 90s, 2000s, the next group of brothers and sisters. So you know what I mean? So a lot of the stuff was able to translate to me and stuff like that. But I never watched it or whatever, but I know about certain. It's just like Transformers. I wasn't there for the original episodes, but I know about it because my brothers and sisters that's in your bracket, they always talk highly about it. So
yeah, man. I'm reading what you did. Yo, it's funny. It's funny. Yeah. I could do a show on that. The sneaky racism in our entertainment. For example, Power Rangers. Why that Asian bitch was the yellow one? Why the Blue Ranger got to be the nerdy Jewish looking one? Why the nigga got to be the Black Ranger and he's always dancing? What the fuck was that?
You know what? That I never thought about it like that when I was a baby.
Me neither.
I just loved it. I just loved it. You know.
Yo, bro, wait, hold on. I do you one better. I spoke about this on when I was with Stormy on Nerds on Culture. That character Roadblock in season 2 in G.I. Joe. He was freestyling the whole time. He rhymed. You ever saw it?
I don't think who was the one that turned into a tape set? Which one was that?
Transformers. That was Blaster.
Oh, okay.
Soundwave and Blaster. He was black,
Yeah,
and of course he was a fucking boombox.
Yes.
But on G.I. Joe, Roadblock, bald-headed black guy, dark skin, was freestyling all over the place. Don't like that crazy sound. Tell me, dude, what's going down? And as a kid, you're like, oh, that's dope. But then when you grow up, you're like, wait a minute. What the fuck? Like, oh, God damn it. If y'all my age, y'all know what I'm talking about. You look back, you're like, man, what the hell? Why was that nigga? Yo, every episode. Wait a minute. Somebody gotta have that on let me see. Roadblock.
You know, in my era, Drew, as far as Transformers, like they, you know, it recreated. They turned it to Beast Wars. If you watch the movie that they came out with now, that's from my era. That used to come out. That used to come on like either before or after Pokemon used to come on channel when I was little. It was Beast Wars. They all transformed into like robotic animals. So if you watch the new one that they did, the new Transformer movie, the last one they came out with, they try to simulate that. And you know, I mean, I loved it as a kid. Now that I go back and watch the episodes, I thought it was kind of corny. It's kind of corny. You know what I mean? Now that I watch it, I actually think the one from your era is a little bit better. But I like how they try to keep things alive and try to bring them to the next generation. I always thought that was dope. Like certain cartoons could stand the test of time. Not every cartoon could do it. Certain cartoons could do it. Transformers was one of the ones that could do that. And Dragon Ball Z.
You know what I'm gonna do next week? Now that I think about it, we can do if you're available next week, and we could pick any genre. The top, we could do top 10 illest fights on cartoons. Top 10.
I guarantee you we're gonna have a lot of Dragon Ball between me.
And we could do anything. Because I'm just sitting here thinking, and I'm gonna go for here's what I'll do. I'll pick 5 from my era.
Okay, we pick. That'd be dope. That's a good idea. I like that.
Yeah, that'll be next week. Cause I got a number 1 in mind, and I just saw it just now, and I said, yo, when that happened, oh shit. Cause you gotta understand, a lot of the stuff that y'all take for granted now was groundbreaking for my era. Cause we was like, oh. You know what I'm saying?
You told me that. You told me in the Transformer movie, which I'm gonna talk about tomorrow. You told me that when Optimus Prime died, I remember we was on the phone. You was like, "Yo, bro, you don't know what that did to him." And I could imagine because Optimus Prime is like a big deal. You know what I mean? When it comes to
Optimus Prime
series.
People don't understand. Mr. Moss, salute, man. Optimus Prime dying in the animated movie, y'all don't understand. Yo, watch when you review the movie, because I'll do my own review down the road. But yo,
yes,
my nigga, when Optimus Prime arrives during they called it the Great War. When he arrived and they dropped that music, you got the touch. Yo, son.
Yeah, that soundtrack was pretty dope. That soundtrack was kind of dope.
I got goosebumps right now. When he came on there, he said he rolled up. Autobots are dead. And he said Megatron must be stopped at all costs. And then they hear the ding, ding, ding. You got the touch. And he transformed. And when he drove off by himself, we was like, yeah, get him. He rolled
The
over.
Watcher said
slapped
facts.
up. Bro. We were like, yo, he bust everyone's ass. And when he fought Megatron, you felt it because you know why? That was the first time anywhere in Transformers history that you saw the Transformers fight and they had visible damage, cracks in the armor, their eyes flashing. Hey, when they killed Brawn, I got mad. You don't kill this guy. This was my guy. Oh my God, B. Yo, I was like, wait a minute, is he dead? He's dead. They killed Brawn.
Watcher said he saved the day. He sure did. He put his life, literally, his life was on the line.
Bro.
Because what did he say to Megatron? He said, one shall rise and one shall fall.
Bro, when he blicked off Optimus and when they put the camera on him and you saw the damage, I was like, no. And then when he hit him, he said, never. I said, oh, shit.
And Hot Rod dumbass had to get in the way because he wanted to.
Man, Hot Rod,
everybody blame Hot, but he made up for it at the end. He made up for it at the end. He made up.
I was so mad at that nigga. I said, man, get this
right.
Again,
this before my time, but my brothers and sisters, that's how I know it had an impact because for my brothers and sisters to talk about it, you know what I mean? With me and my brothers and sisters, the last group of us, you know what I mean? That's how I know it had an impact for it to translate to generations like that.
Hey, bro, listen. When that motherfucker turned colors and his head went like this.
And he turned black, basically.
He turned black and you heard the dun, 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 and Daniel started crying. Yo, I was like, holy shit, he's dead. There was a kid sitting right behind us. He lost it. He was like, no. I looked, I said, oh shit. I didn't call him corny because I was like, yo, they just killed Optimus Prime. That kid's father said, all right. He looks at his wife. He says, I can't believe they did this to this movie. He said, is this the same shit that he watches at home? I was like, oh my God. And he picked him up and carried him out. I mean, we like 12 years old. Picked him up. He was destroyed. And I don't remember him coming back.
Yo, dang, Optimus Prime was like that. I need to take time. They need to invent time machines.
There were heroes growing up. Okay, Duke, Optimus Prime, He-Man, and I'm forgetting somebody. Give me a second.
He don't want to miss the era. He don't want people in his age bracket to be like, yo, how you forget about this dude?
Yeah, I'm forgetting somebody. I know I'm forgetting somebody. I don't want to.
Was that the greatest cartoon, Drew, for you? Was that the greatest cartoon? Like, if there was a cartoon you couldn't live without, because I'm kind of interviewing you now because I wasn't around. You know what I mean? I was nowhere near around. So I'm trying to get into your mind space of people in that age group in that time. Because I know the cartoon I couldn't live without, and that's Batman the Animated Series. I don't care what nobody says. That was probably influenced me the most. That and Spider-Man the Animated Series influenced me so much in the person that I am.
He said, he said he can't go to counseling. He fucked up his whole childhood.
But Optimus was that dude. He was that dude.
I couldn't do without G.I. Joe and Transformers. G.I. Joe and Transformers.
I never, you know what I mean? Like, I never got fully into that. I had the toys and stuff as a kid. You know what I mean? He said Spider-Man. He said, "Nah, act Spider-Man the animated series really was." I ain't gonna lie, but Batman the animated series, bro. Even now, even if you go back and watch, yo, they dropped a lot of gems in that.
No,
and not only that, the storylines.
We're gonna do all time. We're gonna do all time best Marvel. We're gonna do all time Marvel animated series. We're gonna start from the '60s and go all the way up. Because my Spider-Man used to come on Saturday morning. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Mine did too. The Spider-Man animated series, it came on Saturday morning. It came on Fox Kids when I was a baby.
Yeah.
It came on Fox Kids.
Man, holy cow, man. Holy cow. Bro, I'll never forget that. You know where I saw that at? I saw it. You remember Whitestone Cinemas? In the Bronx?
Yes, yeah.
That's where I saw Transformers.
I think my mom used to go there when she was younger.
Yeah. That's why I saw. How old your mom? How old is she?
My mom, she would have been 60. She would have been 60.
Okay. So she was a teenager when I was a kid.
Yeah, basically.
Bro, that kid, I'll never forget that kid. He OD. Well, he ain't OD, but because I felt it. It's like I understood. I wouldn't have did that. I didn't do that, but I understood. I said, sheesh. The fuck? That shit was crazy. International Quiet Storm in the building. Salute, good brother. Yeah, man. I gotta go to the plantation, man. But anime is very impactful, and it's only gotten better. It's only gotten better. Whether it was Gaicha Man, Gigantor, and this shit that my brother was watching, Speed Racer, there was shit that Astro Boy is anime, if y'all don't know. As a matter of fact, some of you idiots was running around with Astro Boy's boots in 2023. Those big old red boots. Looking stupid in the street. Those are Astro Boy boots, man. And
hey Drew, can I get an honorable mention before we get up out of here? Because I know you gotta go. See, yes. I was actually knocked, but you woke me up. You know what I mean? Talk all this anime. I go for Ninja Scrolls. I loved it. Berserk.
Oh my god!
Guts. Oh my god! We might have to do a part 2.
Bro,
we might have to do a part 2.
This is an introduction to anime, but we're gonna talk about great anime.
Baki definitely my age bracket.
And the one that's on Netflix now,
it's not bad. I watched all of it. I watched all of it. It's not bad.
There's a series that came out in the 90s, and then there's one before that.
You like Ninja Scrolls, right? Did you?
I loved it. The movie.
Okay. I figured that.
Loved it. Ninja Scrolls. But if you look up Capcom versus Tetsunoku, all of those characters were from comic books or anime. And some of the anime you got to look up because they didn't air it over here. You know what I'm saying? You watch that joint on Netflix. What's it called? Begins with a K. Kenshin.
I know which one you talk about. I'm gonna try. Is it good? Bro, I didn't get into it.
I think it's 2 seasons already. Watch it from the beginning. It is hard.
I'll take your word for it.
The character is, what if he's Baki? He's that tough.
Okay.
He's that tough. It is insane. And I'm laughing because man, the black dude in there that has this torpedo style, he look like my pops. This shit is hilarious. Kengan, that's what it is.
Oh,
that's
Kengan,
it. Right
yes.
here.
Okay.
Yes, that's what it is. That shit is tough, man. But yo, man, salute to y'all. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button. This is what we're doing every Friday. Unless there's a huge fight coming up on that Saturday, we'll be talking boxing. But this is our home on Fridays. This is what we're doing with our Fridays. Oh, man. Son. Y'all remember Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling?
He had a cartoon?
Bro.
That was almost crazy to me that when 78 told me that what's her name had a cereal. What's his name? Mr. T.
Mr. T. Yo, we're gonna do Saturday morning cartoons too. Mr. T was hot in these
I
streets.
couldn't even believe that. I
You don't remember the Mr. T cartoon?
I don't remember that.
You never saw it?
I don't remember that. I don't remember the cereal.
Time out.
Maybe
I
that
gotta
was
hit you with it. Hold on, Mr. T cartoon.
that probably was before me then. It
Oh
probably
yeah, bro. I got you right now. I got you right now, bro. Bro, hold on.
Wait,
I gotta
Harlem
hit you.
Globetrotters had a cartoon, and I don't know.
Yes, you ain't know that, man. The Harlem Globetrotters were on an
I'm
episode of
about to
Scooby
call
Doo.
my brother Jeffrey. I'm about to call my brother. He gonna be like,
Bro.
yes.
Bro, all right, here we go, Mr. T. Fair use, bro. Yo, son,
Yo, that's crazy.
he's slinging.
Yo,
He's punching
damn,
through walls.
they gotta invent time machines, y'all.
I
I gotta go back and watch what y'all was
He was
watching.
knocking over walls. He was punching sharks, flinging alligators, and it was his voice. It was his voice. And that little boy, that little white boy, he was like the chaperone to this gymnastics team. And they would have these adventures. And that little white boy used to walk around with his gold in his shirt and act like him. It was funny. The little white boy be like, hey, I pity the fool. That shit was hilarious, man.
Wow.
That shit was,
I never
man.
knew that.
Yo, you know, you don't remember Dungeons? You wouldn't remember Dungeons and Dragons.
I know.
That's gonna be-
No. Let me tell you, I had the CD-ROM game. Rest in peace to my older brother Jose. I still got it. I have the game though. I have the CD-ROM. I don't know if y'all remember when I was a little kid. They had the CD-ROM video games. Of course, y'all know. Y'all like you wasn't even around when the internet started. Yeah, the CD. Yeah, I still got his CD-ROM game. You know what I mean, of Dungeons and Dragons. I did not watch the live action movie because I feel like I already know where they was going with it, and I could tell they messed up like the games and probably what you talking about, Drew. So I didn't get into it.
They had a cartoon.
He said floppy disk.
Floppy disk. they had a cartoon called Dungeons and Dragons. They used to come on CBS, and that shit was fire. I loved it, man. But we're gonna discuss that. But next week, the chat's on fire, bro. They
They into it, yo.
Y'all
You got a
on
lot
fire,
of people
man.
in your bracket. They
Y'all-
remember this. They remember
this
this.
is-
Everything
this is
you was talking about,
crazy.
they've been engaging.
Hey, bro, this is why we do this channel, and I need y'all to bring this same energy on Mondays when me and Stormy do Nerds on Culture, because this is the type of shit we talking about. We're doing the second Renaissance. We're doing 90s black culture, and we're doing the part 2 this Monday. Bring that energy over there, bro. We need that, because that shit is. That second Renaissance was crucial. That's my high school era. But bro, man, yo, I know a condo, and this is our Fridays, bro. This is our Fridays, and you can catch me and Stormy on Mondays, for real, Monday evening, bro. Oh yeah, Teach, we gotta talk Afro Samurai. You see why this channel is important? And
listen, you talk about Afro Samurai? I got those on Blu-ray. Those is on deck. Those
y'all
is
make sure.
I'm gonna cover that too.
Hell yeah. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Comic Cons. You can catch Act tomorrow. Y'all make sure y'all go like and subscribe over there. Know what I mean? And this is our Friday, y'all. And Act, you doing this consistently on Saturday?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it consistently on Saturday. Yup.
Bet. And this is what we're gonna do.
I even change around the time so I can have you on there.
All right, late. I don't get off work until late. On Saturdays, I don't get off until fucking 10:30.
What time you normally go in though? Would you be able to do it before you went in?
Hold on, where the fuck am I? All right, because the new pick starts.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Because I know how that is. Because my coach, he also does that. He appreciate you, main boxing biker salute, bro.
He worked for Transit.
He did, but now what he does is he drives veterans with dialysis because he was in the Army.
So you say he knows what time it is. Yeah, Michael Ray, I'm 48. Yeah, man, but I'm a child at heart. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, great show. We'll be back next week, man. Hell yeah, I'm excited about this, man. And Act, you know, I'll be in the chat. I'll be at work, but I'll be in the chat when you go live tomorrow.
I know, bro. I appreciate it.
No doubt. And y'all make sure y'all like and share.
Time. Yeah.
Yo, Act, yo, what up? Let them know how they can find you one more time, good brother.
Okay, man. And you know, for the boxing content, y'all already know the Jab Jamboree. And when big fights come on, kind of like Drew, I'm on that type of time. And as far as, you know what I mean, if you want to get good nerd discussion, y'all check me out on Comic Cons on Saturdays. Tomorrow I'm gonna go on at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna be covering something that me and Drew touched on today. I'm excited to touch on that, which is the Transformers movie. You know what I mean? I wasn't around yet, but that movie was so great that it deserves. To me, that's the best one. The live action ones ain't touching that one. I don't know it was about them writers back in the 80s. God rest their souls, because I know a lot of them ain't alive. Some of them probably are, and some of them ain't around. I would love to know who wrote that. But they did a great job.
The only person around right now, the same guy that voiced Optimus Prime then.
Oh, he is. Yes, he's alive.
Now. Yep, same guy. So salute to you, Act, man. Thank you for sliding through. Much love, man. And salute to everybody in Venmo, Zelda, Cash App. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get this. Y'all make sure y'all like and share the video. We're going to get this. We're going to push this up to 1,000 by at least spring or summertime, man. We're having fun over here, good brothers and sisters, man. I appreciate y'all. This is our Friday, and we still in the cave, man. See y'all next week.